morning. It's Car Chronicles. Hey y'all. How you guys doing? Good morning. Hey y'all. Good morning to everyone. Hope you guys are up and out. You got your coffee. Good morning, Melody McFadden. My mod. Good morning, dear. Denise, good morning. Good morning, Nicole Honor, another moderator. I'm taking this back road to go opposite direction. So I hope my connection stays up. Good morning, Crystal, Edith, Melissa, Megan. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, Tyra. Good morning, sweet Lissa. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I hope you guys are up and out. I'm on your way to work or at work. Got your coffee, doing what you need to do. Hi, Laverne. Good morning, Brenda. Sonia. I see you guys coming in. Good morning. Welcome to Car Chronicles. Welcome to Car Chronicles. We had a live last night. I hope you guys caught that. If you did not, please go ahead and check that out at some point today. And hit that like button as well when you go in there. We had some pretty interesting topics last night that we talked about. So yeah, it was a pretty good live last night. Caramel kind of had to go off just a little bit on some folk child, because they grind my gears, I tell you. Grind my gears. When I got to talking about that doggone Carlos King last night, baby, I had to drag just a little bit because it was just team too much. Team too much. All right, let's get on this thing. All right, let's see. Can y'all see me good? Can y'all see me good? Yeah. All right. Hey, Linda Gamble, my other mod. Okay, now we spoke about it last night, where Melody has encouraged the fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville to watch the show again and end the blackout. All right. Now I am seeing this morning upon waking up where it's saying that the executives came to Melody and asked her to ask the fans, okay, to please watch the show. All right. The executives came to Melody and asked her, this is from what I'm being told and from what I'm reading, that the executives came to Melody to ask her to ask the fans to watch the show, okay? The ratings have been going up and down. At one point, they went really, really, really low, okay? So you guys have been doing good in terms of the blackout. Some of the episodes have gone back up. This past episode kind of climbed back up to where the Scott brothers were on there crying and carrying on. And I think a lot of people was kind of watching to see that particular episode and how that was going to play out, which made the numbers go up. At the end of the day, Melody made a post to say, hey, please support the show to support the Eminem kids in the upcoming episode or something like that. But at the end of the day, like I said last night, we are doing the blackout for a cause. It's not for us not watching this particular episode or not watching for whatever reason. We're not watching because we're trying to send a message as to say that we cannot support bullying on the show. We cannot support bad behavior. We cannot support people that are doing things that should not be done as it relates to this show. It's bad behavior. It's not a good look. And we're trying to be supportive towards Melody as well as her children, because whenever they do this to her, her children watch this show. Okay, so it's very uncouth for the children to log on and see this show or turn on the TV and see the show and watch somebody running across the parking lot trying to attack their mother, who they see as an adult and as a person of, what's the word I'm looking for? To where they see a person that they're supposed to respect, like Miss Wanda. They're supposed to respect her because they see her as an adult. So it's kind of hard for them to see her in that light when they're seeing the same person be disrespectful to their mother. So it was said that Melody, the executives asked Melody to please ask the fans of the show to watch the show. Okay, but yeah, no, I don't think we're going to be doing that. Now Arionne made a and I'm gonna get to her in a second, but Arionne did make a because she went off, and I'm gonna get into it with her. Arionne did say that Carlos King and the executive producers met with the cast of the show. I think she said yesterday, as it related to the show, to have a conversation with them about the show. So maybe that was the same meeting or whatever that took place, as to where they're saying that the executives asked Melody to ask the fans to watch the show. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. But at the end of the day, I think they're feeling the crunch of this blackout. They're feeling the way about this blackout. They don't want the blackout because it is affecting the ratings. They want this show to continue for more seasons. The goal is for them to get 100 episodes so that they can be syndicated, all right? So with us doing this blackout, and if the show gets canceled, then that will not happen, because for them to go syndicated, that will mean that you forever be getting a check, just like the Cosby Show is now syndicated. They're still getting a check from the show, even though the show is not still on. Okay? Well, the show is, you can still watch it, but it's not, you know, in syndication. All right. Yeah. So let's move on. Wendy Williams' son is evicted, you guys, from his $2 million Miami apartment, and is ordered to pay $70K in back rent. Why is he in a $2 million apartment? I mean, I get it. He grew up in that lifestyle, but geez, that's kind of high. And I know it's kind of high to live in Miami. But my God, a $2 million apartment. He's only 22 years old, mind you. Okay. He's only 22 years old. So why does he, I don't know why his mama wants to allow him to be staying in an apartment with that much, especially with her not being on the show anymore and fighting back and forth with Kevin Hunter about this money that he's trying to request from her for this spousal support BS. Like, that's just a lot of money. So he's now having to pay $70K in back rent. All right. So I'm just like, Lord. So it's saying, I was saying to myself, damn, he acting like his daddy. His daddy about to be evicted. Now he about to be evicted. Like, it's crazy. They need to figure this thing out. So most recently, Kevin Jr., y'all know that he had a very strained relationship with Wendy. All right. He had a very strained relationship with Wendy. It says that Kevin Jr. also gave Wendy Williams an ultimatum that if she does not stop drinking, that he's cutting himself off from her. Okay. Maybe he don't want to be embarrassed and seeing her out and, you know, in that way. So it says that Wendy has paid Kevin Jr.'s security deposit and rent for a year. Paid it up. All right. It says that the next, it says that he got behind because Wendy's accounts were frozen due to her financial guardianship taking over. Okay. So her financial guardian took over her finances, and Wells Fargo froze Wendy's accounts, so no money was going out. All right, which that also affected their Wendy's ex-husband Kevin Sr. All right, so it said that the apartment made the bank freeze women. Hold on. Okay, so him having that apartment made the bank freeze the account because her health issues and her guardianship kind of stepped in. All right. So it says that the bank froze the funds, keeping the rent from being paid. So that's part of the reason why. So it's not like he just wasn't paying it. Wendy was actually paying his rent during that time, but the bank froze Wendy's assets, not allowing them to send payments to the rental place where he was staying, which caused him to get behind $70K to be exact. All right. And the apartment building, they're asking for their money now. All right, so they said that Wendy was making $55,000 per episode on the Wendy Williams show, and she was making $10 million a year on the show when she was on the show. Now, you guys know her show is no longer on, and her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, he is trying to come for her money still. He's mad because Wendy is not paying him the spousal support. I did a live on it the other day. All right. And while we're talking about him, we're going to move on over to him since we're talking about Kevin Jr. and Wendy. Kevin Hunter, he has since now come out. He's doing an interview anywhere he can, trying to get money. All right. He has spoken out, and he's telling all. He's talking about Wendy and her addiction. He called out Charlamagne the God and everybody, y'all. He's doing the most. He is mad about this money being stopped. Okay. Now, he talks about, Kevin says that once Wendy found out about his baby with Sharina, which is the side chick, and her pregnancy, found out about her being pregnant, that she wanted to keep the pregnancy and the baby private to protect their son. All right. This is what Kevin is saying. All right. Kevin also says that when Sharina, the side chick, went to the hospital to have the baby, Kevin said that he also went to be as a support system for her, and people recognized him. And that is how the story got out that he was having a baby. All right. So what in the world? These people are doing the most. I'm sorry, y'all. This truck is trying to get out, and this car is sitting here like, bro, you about to get your car hit. You got to move. Oh, my God. All right, I'm sorry, you guys. So that Kevin is saying, bro, what the hell? Oh, it's a fatality crash. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. They're saying that it's a fatality crash up ahead. So we're going to have to take an alternate route. Oh, my goodness. Somebody. Ooh, Lord, prayers for them and whoever it was. That sounds, ooh, Lord. Somebody is saying somebody passed away up ahead in a car accident, you guys. So we're going to turn around and take an alternate route here. Oh, my. Prayers to them. That's sad. All right, so let's get back to it. Oh, that kind of threw me off a little bit. All right, so Kevin is saying that that he should have divorced Wendy 10 years ago, okay? Yeah, they said it's a fatality crash. That's what the trucker was just telling me, that we may want to turn around and go alternate route because there's a fatality crash up ahead. So I'm just like, oh my God. I knew this something was going on with traffic was just sitting. And yeah, he's saying, hey, guys might want to turn around and go the opposite way because somebody was in an accident and it was fatal. So that's so sad. Oh my God. Oh, prayers for them, prayers for them. That's so sad. Jesus. All right, so back to Kevin Hunter, honey. He is saying that he should have divorced Wendy 10 years ago. And he's saying that after the baby that he was going to quit the show, but he says that Wendy asked him to stay, only to turn around and then fire him, okay? This is what he's saying in his little interview. He also says that he received divorce papers, all right, and was fired from the show and fired from management all in the same day. I said, oh, my God. So then he also goes on to say that Wendy knew about the affair between he and Sharina for years, you guys, okay? Said she knew about it for years. And that once he was caught, he said that he asked Wendy, did she want him to leave? And he's saying that Wendy told him no, that she wanted him to stay. So I was just like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Kevin. Kevin also says that he went through it with Wendy because she had multiple addictions, and while he was behind the scenes helping Wendy become a star, okay, he was also saying that he was depressed or whatever. I was just like, okay, Kevin, what you depressed for? Because you, sir, you got a whole woman on the side. You living your life. You traveling. You going on vacations with this woman's money. You weren't thinking about her. So you left her home having an addiction with your son, who was a young child at the time. You didn't care. He left his son home with Wendy, knowing that she had multiple addictions and was going through it, to go and run and be with Sharina. And now he wants to be doing this tell-all interview, and he looks crazy. All right. Now he's saying that because of Wendy's addiction that he stayed stressed and he felt alone and he had nobody to talk to. You had your side chick. Where was she? Why didn't he talk to her? I don't understand that. You should have talked to your side chick. She was there for 10 years. Why is this fool trying to go around me and you behind me? Oh, these people are driving so crazy this morning, you guys. I don't know what he's thinking. So support payments coming in each month because, like I said, she's no longer on the show. So Kevin, he's doing everything he can now to come after her money. He's not letting this situation go with this money. All right. He is now saying that Wells Fargo stopped paying him after the divorce, and he says that he wants to see financial records for Wendy. That is what he's saying. He's demanding to see financial records from Wendy. You don't need to see her financial records. You are divorced from her now, almost 3 years. Why does he think that he is entitled to be looking at her financial records when he is no longer married to her? Like, no. I would tell his ass, no, you're not seeing my financial records. For what? All right, he also says that he earned that money and that Wendy's guardian over her finances deliberately iced him out of his money. He calling it his money, all right, due to him and his demanding to see the bank statement. So he's demanding to see Wendy's bank statements because he wants to see what's really going on with the money, because he's suffering financially when she was ordered to pay him monthly. Okay, and it was already said the other day when we did the live on it that according to Wendy's attorney, he read off the paperwork the agreement for their spousal support, that as long as Wendy's show was on the air, Kevin would receive monthly spousal support payments. But once her show has ended, so would his payments. So now he is demanding to see Wendy's bank statements, and he wants to know what she's making. Okay. And I don't feel like he should. That's the same mess that Martell pulled with Melody. Went on this vacation to see her living how she was living. Start devising a plan. Okay. Wanted to know how much money she really had. And the only way that he knew he could do it, he couldn't demand to see her financial records because he's not married to her. So the game that he played was to drag Melody through the court to try to say, okay, I'm going to try to get the kids full time. And then she's got to show me her financial records, because then I'm going to ask for child support on the back end. So that was going to be his way of trying to figure out how much money he was going to get out of Melody. I said, I peeped that game. I peeped that game. Martell, you not slick, okay? And Kevin trying to do the same thing. He trying to do the same thing with this financial record mess. You not married to this woman no more. You signed an agreement saying that if the show stops, that you would not be receiving spousal support payments. And now you want to try to come back and renege on this situation and say, hey, I want to see bank statements. I'm not letting this situation go. Versus going out here and getting a job like everybody else. So you're going to sit here and watch yourself be evicted with a young child versus taking your tail to work and doing what you need to do. You complaining about all your bills being behind and you about to be evicted from your home. So you trying to play on the sympathy of people and fans, and you want people to feel sorry for you when this is the life that you chose. You chose to be in the predicament that you are in, sir. Just like Martell chose to be in the predicament that he was in. And I like to put the two of them in the same category because they're doing the same thing. Martell, he was jealous watching Melody on this show, spending. He's like, oh, she can be on a yacht. She can afford this. She can afford that. When I get back home, I'm filing for full custody of these kids so that she can pay me because I'm struggling. So he feels that he is still entitled to her money, just like Kevin. Martell don't want to get a job. He got a whole nother baby just like Kevin to take care of. So in his crazy mind, he feels that he is still entitled to whatever Melody is bringing in. So he demanded with his attorneys when he filed for full custody of those children to have Melody turn in her financial records. And he didn't even want to turn his in. They waited forever for him to turn in his financial records. Because Melody came back when they were doing this whole back and forth mess to say that they were still waiting on Martell turning his financial records. He would never turn them in. So he didn't want nobody to know what he was making. But he wanted to try to dig through Melody's financial records and bank statements to see what she was making so that he could still concoct this plan to come for her money. That's the only reason he want those kids. Because he complaining about he needs a babysitter and he needs somebody to help him with these kids. For what? What you need somebody to help you with the kids for when you're not working? I don't understand it. I'm still trying to figure that out. I cannot figure that out for the life of me. Why do you need somebody to help you watch the kids when you don't work? You should have all the time in the world. You got the kids 1 week on, 1 week off. You should be able to watch those kids. You don't need nobody to help you. You don't have nothing going on. Kevin don't have nothing going on. Get a job. You bragging about you helped Wendy be the boss that she is and you helped her be successful on the show. Take that same energy and get out here and find you a job, sir, that can pay you the money that you need to be paid so that you can take care of your business. Yeah, Martell needs a job too. It's crazy. It's crazy, the entitlement. These people feel entitled versus getting it. You a man. You are a man. Even the Bible say a man that don't work shall not eat. So you trying to eat off this woman even though you chose not to be with her anymore. You chose to be with somebody else. So it's fair for Wendy to continue to pay you spousal support when you chose to be with another woman. You done created a whole nother family somewhere else. Same mess with Martell. You created a whole nother family somewhere else and go sit there and look bitter on the show. His face was all scrunched up, sitting on that yacht. He was mad as hell. Martell was mad as hell on that yacht. You could see it all over his face. He was trying so hard to hold in how he really felt. Like he kept saying, oh, I'm happy to be here. He was happy to be there so that he could see all the stuff that Melody was doing, and it was killing him inside. It was literally killing him inside to watch her being able to spin like this and it not bother her financially. It didn't bother her one bit financially. Not one bit. She was able to go on that vacation and go anywhere else she wanted to go after that, and it didn't even bother her pockets at all. Whereas had he taken that type of vacation, his lights would have been off. He wouldn't have been able to do anything. It's crazy. I said Martell and that doggone Kevin Hunter, the two of them are one in the same. It's the audacity for you to feel entitled. Now you talking about some, you demand to see Wendy's bank records? Who are you, sir? You're not her husband no more. You're not her husband no more. And then say you should have divorced her 10 years ago. You should have. Why didn't you? Why didn't you divorce her 10 years ago? Because you wanted that lifestyle and that money. That's why you didn't. He ain't stupid. Now after the fact, now you want to throw that out there after the fact. Because you broke now. And in your feelings. Then he wants to say that Charlamagne the God, he called him out as well. Y'all know him from the Breakfast Club. He's saying that Charlamagne the God is not a good friend, that he introduced Wendy and Kevin together. He introduced them, okay, to be in a relationship, to get together or whatever. Now he's saying that Charlamagne the God is not a good friend because he chose Wendy's side over his, when really he was closer friends to Charlamagne the God than Wendy. But I'm just like, that's so petty. Who cares who's friends with who? At the end of the day, you messed up, Kevin. You went out here and had a whole 10-year affair. Then you turn around and had a baby on your wife. And now you want people to feel sorry for you because you're no longer getting her money and that you're in a destitute place, when all you got to do is go get a job. All you got to do is go get a job. And that's the problem. Wendy should have never hired him. I keep saying that. Women, stop hiring your man to work with you. Because when things go left, that's the first thing they're going to do is come after your money. That is the very first thing. Kevin knew what Wendy was making every episode. That's why he's sitting home adding up. Okay, I know she made $55,000 per episode and $10 million a year. She got some money somewhere. That's what he's sitting home doing. I need to see the bank statements, because the math ain't math and it ain't adding up. He's sitting home with his calculator like, okay, $55,000 per episode. She had this many episodes per year. He's sitting home adding up. And the attorneys are steady telling him, this is what you signed, sir. Hello? You signed this saying that once the show is over. That's why he was pushing Wendy to be back on the show. This is not right. Wendy don't have the right people around her. She should be on her show. She built this show for years. It's not right that Wendy does not have this show anymore. Yeah, because you want her to go back to work so you can keep getting them checks. That's what it is. You had an agreement that you would keep this situation with this baby private to protect your son. And then you go running up to the, now I get it, he's supposed to support her because he did impregnate her. But you had an agreement with Wendy that you would not tell anybody about this baby, and that you would not put that out there to embarrass your son, to protect your son. And then you show up at the hospital knowing everybody know who you are. And that's how the story got out. He didn't care. He didn't care. In his mind, I guess he felt like he was already married to the side chick because he was with her for 10 years. How Wendy put up with that for 10 years, I said it the other day, I don't know. How Melody put up with Martell cheating for 7 years, I don't know. I've never been in that situation before, thank the Lord. Godspeed to anybody that can do it, I cannot. At the end of the day, when I detect bullshit like that, I gotta go. I got to go, because at the end of the day, you don't see it for me, so why should I be seeing it for you? Martell needs to understand the marriage is over. You chose to be in a destitute place. You chose to be over there in the dark. You chose to not have food in your house and not be able to take vacations with your family and wake up every day and see your children running around and praying with them and everything else that you did. You chose not to have a wife who really cared about you. Melody really cared about Martell, despite the way that he's treating her and hurting her and disrespecting her. And it used to piss me off on the show in this past episode when he would tell her to hush like she's a child. I would get mad like he was talking to me, like for real, low key. I was like, who the hell he talking to? Every time she tried to check it, hush, be quiet, stop talking. Like, who are you talking to? Oh, Lord, it couldn't have been me. Lord, it couldn't have been me. When I tried to tell you my mouth is too slick for that. Oh, my mouth is too slick for that. That would have sent me. That would have sent me, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh, I'd have been like a tornado up and through there on him. I would have snapped on him so quick. I'm trying to tell you. That's so disrespectful. I don't understand how these men, and I'm not saying all men, but I don't understand how men like Martell and Kevin Hunter feel like they can disrespect women like that and feel entitled to still be able to reap benefits from these women when they let you go. That's what you chose. Melody said, okay, you want to be with Arionne? Here you go, Arionne. Here you go. I'm giving you Martell. I'm literally putting him in your lap. Here you go. And she gave Martell to Arionne. He still don't want her. So you still not happy. After everything that you did, you still not happy. And this woman gave you to your side chick because that's what you want. For 7 years, that's what you wanted. You had an appetite for BS for 7 years. And so Melody said, here you go. Here you go. He didn't want her. He went right on to Sheree. He didn't want her. And that's the way it be. You played yourself. You played yourself, and now you sitting home crying, looking stupid. Sitting on national television crying. Sitting on national television looking mad and at a decision you made. Why? Cheer up. Cheer up, sir. This is what you wanted. It's the audacity. Ugh. Let's move on while we're talking about Arionne. I'm trying to link these stories together because, yeah. Arionne comes for Carlos King, all right? She hurried up and took the messages down, too. She had a long post where she was talking about Carlos King. She talked about Oprah. She talked about the OWN network. She was going off, pissed off and mad about this damn show. She keeps saying she don't want to be on the show. She don't care about the show. Then you turn around and write this long post trying to call out Carlos King, trying to call out Oprah, trying to call out the OWN network about this damn show. Arionne comes for Carlos King and Oprah about her never being on the show. Carlos says that Arionne will not be on the show because she's too disrespectful. Those are his words. Okay? Yeah. Those are his words. Carlos King says that Arionne will never be on the show because she is way too disrespectful. I'm willing to think that Martell has something to do with that because he don't really want Arionne on the show because Arionne is a loose cannon when she does not get her way. As long as she and Martell are in a good place, Arionne is fine. As long as he's coming over there giving her whatever she wants, they are fine. As soon as Carlos King hires her to be on that show and Arionne and Martell fall out, the ratings will go up because she's about to tell it all. And y'all notice how she does whenever she runs to social media. When she and Martell fall out, all of their deep, dark secrets is displayed on social media. And that is the same way she's going to be on the show. And Carlos King is not getting ready to risk it. Okay? He's not going to risk it. Not going to risk it. Arionne says that Carlos met with the cast the other day and says that that she brought up the fact, something was brought up about her being on the show. It was brought up that somebody on the cast asked about Arionne being on the show, and Carlos said pretty much no, she's not going to be on the show because he feels she's too disrespectful. I'm trying to figure out who this person was. Was it the Scotts asking about Arionne being on the show? Like, who asked about Arionne being on the show? I'm trying to figure that out. Because they already done slipped up and let Basement Billy be on there, unbeknownst to Melody and everybody else on the cast. Well, unbeknownst to Melody, who was supposed to have a vote of him being on there because it was said that no one is supposed to be on the show unless all the cast members agree. So, who is this pulling for Arionne to be on the show? I'm trying to figure this out. It's got to be one of the Scott brothers. Because I don't see Martell being that stupid, knowing that Arionne is a loose cannon like that, okay? I don't see that happening. The one time that they did trust her to even make some type of appearance was when they had that phone call. Y'all remember when they had the phone call where Arionne called in and she was talking about she was pregnant and Martell tried to act like, oh, you might need to get a blood test. I don't know if it's mine. That whole bit. That whole mess. Okay. Yeah. So, They said that Carlos don't want her on there. She's too disrespectful. He's disrespectful as well. Carlos, you disrespectful too. I said it last night. Says that Arionne says that the whole cast lies in their storylines for money, and that feels that the show used her for seasons for money. All right, so she's still on that. She's still talking about that. She feels the Love and Marriage Huntsville and the OWN network used her for seasons to make money. She says that the show is fake, and she says that she deserves top tier everything. Who are you, girl? Who are you, Arionne? Arionne says that Oprah says that your network is BS and that they finessed her into signing a contract just to turn around and play her. And that's when they had her on the show with their conversation with Martell. Okay? They pretty much, you know, y'all know how they do when they edit. I don't know if you don't know, Arionne, how editing works when you agree to be on a show. Okay? They're going to pretty much flip it how they want to flip it. So she's saying that she feels that that Oprah and the network played her and finessed her into signing a contract just to turn around and play her. Girl. I gotta laugh at that, because that is so laughable to me. That's so laughable. All right. She says that we can keep watching that fake mess for views, and that the cast is trying to gain fame from little old Huntsville. That's what she's saying. That's what Arionne has to say. All right. Now you guys already know, I talked about it last night. Martell went and put Baby Holt, aka Baby Knox, aka Maverick. He got 3 names. This child don't know who he is at this point. Put him in daycare. It was said that he was going to the same school as Sugar Mama. Then I'm also seeing that he's going to some low budget type school, you know, because of course, you know, Arionne, she can't afford it. Martell really can't afford it either. But like I said last night, he needs to be in school, because that's going to only help him in terms of his development. Being around other kids his age, that's going to only help him in terms of development, in terms of his speech, unless he has a really bad speech impediment to where he has to go to a doctor and they have to do something further. But in terms of him developing and learning, he needs to be around children. She should have had him in daycare when he was a little boy, probably right after he was born. Okay? Yeah, a lot of kids move in leaps and bounds. I said it with my son. I put him in daycare way before he could walk. And when I tell you, he was like that. He's very, very sharp. Because he's been around other children who was doing it. He see the other kids doing it, then he's going to do it. His behavior needs to be checked. They're going to do it at the daycare. He needs to be fully potty trained. He's not. Because I've seen a few recent lives where he's had on look like still a pull-up. He's supposed to be out of a pull-up by now. And Arionne needs to be ashamed of herself, because you're a mother who don't work. You are home 24/7 on live and on social media. Take that time, get your ass off live, and teach your son how to be potty trained. He should not be, he should be in underwear now. He should not be wearing pull-ups or Pampers at almost 2 years old. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's no. I'm not trying to tell nobody to raise their kids, but he's almost 2. He should not be still wearing no pull-up. I'm sorry. You are home all day. He should know his ABCs. He should be able to count to 10 at his age, because you ain't got nothing else to do, ma'am. You flat iron your hair all day and sit there and put on lip gloss and be trying to worry about what Martell is doing and everybody else, and you still worrying about this show that you ain't gonna never be on. That focus and attention needs to be on your son and his development, because you are going to be the person that's holding him back from being his best self when, in fact, he goes to real school. He's going to struggle, and it's going to be her fault because she did not put the time in that needed to be put in with him as a mother. Martell ain't got time to do that because he's so busy trying to take his other kids. So it's 5 kids in this equation now. 5 kids. Melody is doing what Melody's working all these jobs, and her kids are still getting what they need. It's something slacking there. Something is wrong here. I look at videos of Sugar Mama, and I don't like to compare kids, but I look at videos of Sugar Mama, and she's on her stuff. Like I said, Melody works several jobs. She's busy all the time. She's running several businesses. All right? When I see little Sugar Mama don't look like she got on no pull-up. Little Sugar Mama is talking in full sentences. Little Sugar Mama is sharp. She's sharp for her age. And she and Baby Holt, a.k.a. Baby Knox, a.k.a. Maverick, I got to say all his names so y'all know who it is because he got 3 names. Okay? He's still running around pull-up on. Something is wrong. Melody's working with 4 kids. Arionne, you have a small child and a daughter who can pretty much dress and take care of herself. So it's something wrong here. It's something wrong here. I don't like to talk about nobody's kids, but I see what I see. Sugar mama ain't got no pull-up on, and they around the same age. They're around the same age. Baby Holt and Sugar Mama are around the same age. There's something wrong there. And can't nobody tell me different. Can't nobody tell me different. Arionne likes to get mad when people talk about it, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You don't have nothing else to do. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. But then you think that mess is so cute with him sitting online and swinging on you and trying to hit. That's not cute. That's not cute, ma'am. The stuff she needs to be teaching him, she's not teaching him. And it's sad. It's so sad. I don't understand why she's so invested in this show when in reality, ma'am, you're not going to be on this show. You don't have a storyline. What is your storyline? Your storyline is that you slept with a woman's husband and it was the demise of their marriage. We already seen it and we heard it all. Like the song said, we heard it all before. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to see you on the show. Heck, we don't even want to see the Scotts on the show. We don't want to see the Scotts on the show. So we really don't want to see Arionne on there putting on lip gloss and wreaking havoc and trying to tell everybody business. So if the show is so fake, then why are you steady pushing to be on there? And it takes Carlos King coming out and saying that he don't want you on there because you're disrespectful. And she is disrespectful. Her mouth is garbage. She's got a trash can mouth. Especially when Martell pisses her off. All right? Yeah, now I get it. She's been around them. She's been around the Scott brothers. She knows them very well. She knows a lot of their business. So I don't know who it is that was speaking up, like I said, for her to try to be on this show. It's crazy. She's saying it, and Martell is giving her inside information, it sounds like. Because how would she know they had a meeting? She ain't on the show. So it sounds like Martell been over there running his mouth again. And that was the problem I had when he was messing around with her while he was with Melody. He would go over there and pillow talk and talk to Melody, and Melody would be laying there telling her business to Martell, and he would hop right up, put on them tight ass shorts, and run over there to Arionne's, jump in her bed and be pillow talking with her, telling her all Melody's business. That's how she had all this ammunition against Melody, and was talking greasy about her because of Martell. He is the nucleus in this mess. It's none of Arionne's business if the show or if the cast had any type of meeting as it relates to the show. Arionne is not on the show. Will never be on the show. So why are you talking business stuff with your side chick? He's so ignorant. He is so ignorant. He is so ignorant. He is so ignorant. I don't know what all of them are going to do, and I said it before. I don't know what they're going to do if and when Melody decides that she's stepping back from this show. I don't know what they're going to do because the show is really, really going to be off the air. They complaining about a blackout, baby. I don't know what they're going to do. If Melody says that she is done with this show, she's walking away, they are going to be in a pickle. Okay? They're going to be in a mess. They're going to be in a mess. The Scotts, y'all ain't be able to be riding around here in these leased Mercedes no more. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. I love your channel, Caramel. I appreciate it. Aunt Ann says, yeah, baby, going to be so confused. Yeah, they all gonna be confused. They ain't gonna know what to do with themselves because ain't none of them gonna be getting a check. None of them. Melody is the one that is keeping you guys with a check every season, and she is the very one that y'all keep disrespecting. I said it last night. Carlos King especially, and he can stop all this mess, but he won't. His attention is in the wrong place. And I got so mad last night when I was talking about it because it makes no sense why he is so invested in what's going on Bravo. Let Andy Cohen worry about Bravo. Now, the one thing I can say about Andy Cohen, when they have their reunions, he will hold them girls' feet to the fire when they be on that BS. He will do that. As messy as Andy Cohen is, and he is messy, okay? Andy is messy, but he will call them on their BS. I've seen reunions where he called Nene on her mess. And he and Nene was like that before they fell out. Okay? I'm serious. At the end of the day, Carlos King needs to worry about what is going on the OWN network because your show is steady slipping away from you, sir. Episode by episode by episode. Yeah, the ratings were up for this past episode, but they're going up and down. Fans are not happy with the show and the direction of the show. And he recently said that he was going to try to change the dynamic of the show and the direction of the show. We're going to see how that turns out. But before changing the dynamic of the show and the direction of the show, it's some laws that you need to put down in terms of the bullying of the show. Do not allow people to be on the show who is irrelevant to the show. Why is Basement Billy relevant to this show? Because somebody mentioned him at a reunion. I'm trying to figure that out. You gave this man a platform. Well, back up, rewind. You gave this fool a platform to come on your show, on the own network, to talk about a situation that happened years ago. How many boyfriends have everybody on that show had that they broke up with, that they no longer with? So we're going to discuss everybody that had a boyfriend and or girlfriend on that show that they are no longer with. We're going to make that relevant on the show now? Because that's what they did with Basement Billy. Is that what we're doing? Everybody on that show have had somebody that they dated and they no longer with anymore. So are we going to make that a storyline now? You won't bring up none of the women that Marceau is messing with. You're going to let him sign a whole clause that he cannot talk about infidelity. But it's open season when it comes to Melody? Make that make sense. I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand it, y'all. Oh, God, it give me a headache. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. Arionne needs to go somewhere and sit down. Arionne needs to sit down. She needs to sit down, baby. We not seeing you on the show. For you to call out Oprah, like, baby, Oprah ain't got nothing to do with that. To be honest, didn't Oprah sell the network? She's not even she's not even over the OWN network anymore. So had she done her homework, she would know that. Arionne, you home all day, you should have known that. Oprah is not over the OWN network anymore, okay? So she's not really making decisions like that anymore. It has to be a vote before you be on the show, Arionne. So it's not just Carlos King. Yes, he's the executive producer, but she don't know how this works. She's low-key upset. And why do you want to be on Melody's show anyway? That's her show. She's not about to allow you to come on her show and make a coin off her to tell her business and talk trash about her. That is so sick and twisted. You are mad because Melody and everybody else will not allow you to be on the show to make money off them, to turn around and talk junk about them. How twisted is that? Ann said, me too, Rell. How twisted is that? I'm mad at you because you won't let me come be on your show so I can talk junk about you and tell your business. That's Arionne. I'm mad at you because you won't let me be on your show. Okay, your show is fake. You turn around, the show is fake. Everybody got fake storylines. Y'all keep watching that BS. But then in the next breath, they won't let me be on the show because Carlos says I'm too disrespectful. So which one is it? Either you want to be on there or you don't. If the show is so fake, why are you pushing to be on the show? Okay. This is not Side Chicks of Huntsville. It's called Love and Marriage Huntsville. You ain't married. You ain't got no love over there. So why do you want to be on the show? You ain't got no husband, ain't gonna never have no husband. You have conditioned yourself to be a side chick. Okay? Yeah. The only other side chick on the show is Martell. He's a side chick. He ain't just like a female. I'm gonna call him a side chick. I know he's a man, but he's a side chick. He's a whole side chick out here. Martell has female tendencies. He does. He acts just like a female. He gets into his feelings like a female. He's very emotional, just like a female. He does. I've never seen nobody act like that. Period. He talk more than a female. I hate a talking man. Let me, I won't say hate. Hate is such a strong word. I cannot stand, or I despise a talking man. A man that talk too much, I don't like that. A man that's so yappy, that's constantly running their mouth and always telling stuff like a female, I can't take that. I can't take that. I already can't take a female to run their mouth too much. And I'm very selective of who I allow to be around me on that BS. Okay? I cannot take a yakking man. Martell is very yacky. He talks a lot. He does. He built Arionne to be the way that she is because she has a lot of tendencies just like him. Arionne is a female Martell. Okay? Yeah. He's a side chick. He dressed just like a woman. Run around all his clothes tight. Women like their clothes to fit tight so they can show their figure. Yeah. Martell is a side chick. He dressed just like a woman. Women like their clothes to be form-fitting. Martell's clothes are form-fitting. We talked about it yesterday. You ain't got no Gucci, but you rocking that hoochie, Martell. We talked about it yesterday. You passing up the Gucci to wear that hoochie. You want to be a hoochie mama out here, Martell. You a side chick. You a side chick. You running around with everybody else getting passed around. Yeah. You a side chick. That's what side chicks do. That's what side chicks do. You run around here with all them tight clothes just like a female. I like my jeans to fit tight. Because I want you to see what we working with over here. And that's how he like his clothes to fit. Tight, just like a woman. That's how he could bust out there on that patio with Mel with that tight ass jacket on. He want everything to be tight. Even his jacket got to be tight. And everybody and their mama know jacket's supposed to fit loose. But Martell was like, F that. I want my jacket to be tight. I need my jacket to be tight. You couldn't even put a shirt. He couldn't even put a shirt on under that jacket. Go back and look at the episode. That jacket was so damn tight, he couldn't even put on a shirt underneath. Not even a t-shirt. Not even a wife beater. And that's a thin shirt. He couldn't even fit a wife beater on under that damn jacket. Because it was just that tight. And he couldn't even zip it up all the way. He was trying to act like he was being sexy. But upon going back and looking further at this jacket, he couldn't zip it up because the shit was too tight. It was too tight. It was too small. Mel said, where the hell you going with that on? Where you going? So you're going to drive all the way 6 hours with your whole jacket unzipped because you can't zip it up. It's too tight. Because you want to be out here like a female. You got female tendencies. Yeah, I'm calling it out. I peeped that. I'm sorry. I told you I don't miss nothing. Go back and look at the episode. I said he can't zip the jacket up. He came out there with the jacket unzipped like that because he can't zip it up. He couldn't zip it up past his navel. He was trying to be out here acting sexy. But really, he could not zip that jacket up. That's what it was. Said he need to breathe. Child. I'm going to say it again like I said yesterday, Mel. LeBerick was in them comments, baby. I don't like to keep going back to it, but there's a good... God is speaking to you, girl. Okay? The Lord is speaking to you, girl. All right? Yeah. Destiny want to be out here messing with Martell. Flip that thing. Flip that thing. LeBerick want to holler? Okay. You better hop on that, girl. You ain't got to make no commitment. Do what you do. Live your life out here, honey. Live your life like it's golden. Mel. LeBerick want to hop in them comments? Okay. Let LeBerick take you out for a nice little dinner. I want to see the expression on Martell's face, baby. Baby, he going to have them threads popping on them shorts. Do you hear me? He is going to be like Incredible Hulk when he see them on a date. Do you hear me? Yes, she shut him down. I don't think that she would ever do that just because of the caliber of person she is. Melody does have morals, but I'm just saying in my sixth mind of being petty. Because y'all know I like to be petty sometimes. I think that she should go on a date with him. Like, bitch, you gonna be in my comments? Take me out to eat. Take me out to eat. All right, Ruth Chris. I'll name the place. Ruth Chris. All right, you got it. You got it. Take me to Ruth Chris. Let's spend a little money. I don't even really like steak like that, bitch. But let's go to Ruth Chris. And I'm ordering everything on this side of the menu because I know you got it. All right, you gonna show me, honey, that you gonna earn this thing. You gonna earn this. Everything that I like and don't like, bitch, I'm about to order it today. You gonna pay for it. Guess why? Because you're getting ready to prove to me. You want to be in my comments? Show me. That's what I'll be on that. I'll be on that. Destiny, honey, will be home with them surprised eyes pissed off. I said it yesterday. Yeah. Yep. I would be on my petty just like that. I think that, hey, people just, I think sometimes people just, they miss their calling. Maybe it was meant for Mel to be with LeBerick in some other life. I don't know. Things happen for a reason. I just don't feel like she should have been with Martell because he just ain't a good fit. He acts too much like a female. Martell works my nerves. I'm telling you, it'd be everything that I can do to watch him on every episode because just the sheer thought of what he's done to this woman and how he moves out here in these streets, baby, the way he be moving, it just irks me to no end. I'm telling you. And just the fact that he feels that Melody should still take care of him even after this situation. I don't know. The fact that she had to pay his bills after the fact, I wouldn't have done it. The fact that he was not helping take care of his responsibilities as it relates to the children and them going to school, I would have not have reached back to help him. Because when I think about all the money that you stole from this woman, you should have did like Shawnee O'Neal. You should have been stacking it. If you're going to steal it, you should have been stacking it up and putting it away in an account instead of running around here giving it to women and showboating, trying to act like you was a boss. I don't understand that. How you blow through that much money? You done got this girl a car. You done put her in a place to stay. You done got braces on her teeth. That stuff costs money. I would have been stacking that mess. And that's the problem. You don't know how to choose women, Martell. You choosing women you got to take care of. You choosing women that you got to take care of. He met Melody when they were in college. So Melody built up to where she was. At the end of the day, he don't know how to choose women. That's his problem. You choosing peasants. And you don't call her a peasant on national television. So you chose to be with a peasant that you got to take care of. And now you broke, busted, and disgusted. She broke, busted, and disgusted. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I don't want somebody that ain't got nothing. When I see you, I want to see you already on your grind, because I'm on my grind. I'm not taking care of nobody. And that's just on period. You need to have your own car. I'm not coming to pick you up. Like, stop doing that, women. Stop doing that. I'm not coming to pick you up. No, you're not about to drive my car. I'm on that. Because I work hard for what I got. You need to have your own place. No, you can't come stay with me. I need to see that you popping before I even come stop up over there. Before I even look your way, I need to see you got your own before you come up over here, baby. I'm not about to take care of no man. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to do it. And no shade to anybody else to feel like they want to do it. No. It's no. It's no. Martell is looking for somebody to take care of him. That's why he got with Sheree. He knows Sheree got money. That's why he was fooling with Sheree. He knows Sheree got money. Anytime they went out to eat, I'm sure she paid for it. I'm sure. I'm sure. Martell is looking for somebody else to take care of him. Like his mama. He's looking for somebody else to be like his mama. Whoever he meets, they got to have that same mentality as his mama. They're not going to be able to check him on nothing. Okay? He don't like to be checked. Anytime his mama get ready to check him, and she see that expression on his face that he's pissed off because she know him. She always change the direction of that conversation and start praising him because she don't want him to snap off on her. Okay? I peeped that. Have anybody else peeped that? Anytime Mama Ho look like she getting ready to check Martell on something, she changed the direction of the conversation because she don't want him to snap on her. Because he low-key was funneling money over there to help her. That's how he do. And that's how she do. Both of them are the same. They the same. It's sick. It's sick and twisted. It's so sick and twisted. But thank you guys for joining. I peeped that. I have peeped that, y'all. I peeped that. It's so sick and twisted. She don't never hold him accountable because she ain't held accountable. She will not hold him accountable. And I feel like it's guilt because she was not there for him as a child. When he was a child, she already talked about it. We talked about this before, how she felt guilty that she was not there because she had to work all the time. She had to work 2 jobs because their dads weren't there. She said, I wish they were there, but they weren't there. I had to work 2 jobs. And I feel like Martell probably throw it in her face. Well, you weren't never there for me as a mother. He probably do that to her too. You weren't never there for me, Mom. That's probably why I turned out the way I was, the way I am, because you weren't never there. That reverse psychology BS, like he tried to do with Melody. I cheated on you because you weren't doing this. You weren't cooking. Well, Arionne won't cooking either. Hamburger helper is not considered cooking. Opening a can of potted meat is not considered cooking. I said it yesterday when she talking about she got to prep her meals. You don't prep potted meat, bitch. It comes out the can already done. Okay. Hamburger helper, you ain't got to marinate that. Brown the meat and pour that stuff up out the box. That ain't called cooking. Ooh. No shade to anybody eating hamburger helper. But I'm just saying. You cheated because Melody did not cook for you? Really? You broke up your family over sexual desires? Make that make sense. With somebody who had nothing. And I said the other day, if I'm going to cheat that way. Up, not down. The goal is to find somebody better than you. Not worse. Like, where they do that at? That don't make no sense, y'all. If we gonna cheat, why are we cheating down? Why are we cheating down? You gonna cheat on me with somebody who ain't got no car, who don't work, who look worse than me, who ain't got nothing popping, who ain't no boss and ain't gonna never be a boss. That's who you choose over me. That would be what makes me mad. I mean, it's bad that you would go out here and cheat, but that would piss me off more that you would choose somebody of that caliber over me. If I'm a whole boss out here, you gonna go out here and choose somebody that's damn near homeless and a janitor. Like, really? And no shade to anybody that's a janitor. I just like to use that as an example. But that's just stupid. That's just stupid, Martell. You gave up your family, a beautiful family. He and Melody, they were beautiful together with his children. They were beautiful. You gave that up for Arionne. She was not worth it. I think he see that now. It was all over his face when they were on that yacht. He see it that, damn, he was looking like, damn, I really gave Mel up for Arionne for this BS. Like, damn, you could see it all over his face, y'all. I promise you. Go back and look at that episode. Like, he was just staring off into the water like, damn, I really gave my life up. I gave this life up for Arionne. And that was not worth it. It was not worth it. But you guys have a good day. That's all I have for you guys for Car Chronicles, okay? You guys have a splendid day. It is Thursday. It's almost Friday. We're about to get through this week, okay? I'm going to try to pop in on you guys later on today. She's a hamburger helper. Y'all know it. She always be talking about she cooking. I'm like, girl, I ain't seen nothing she cooking. As much as she be on live, most people that can throw down like that, at some point you're going to show that you cooking and that you know how to cook. I ain't seen nothing Arionne is cooking yet. I saw you put that cereal in that bowl. That ain't cooking. That ain't cooking. I seen you pull some fruit snacks out the cabinet. That's not cooking. I seen Baby Ho eat some popsicles. I ain't seen no roast, but I saw one at Mel house. I saw it. That's what I was saying last night. Melly was cooking a roast. I done saw a whole Thanksgiving spread at her house, baby. Melly be over there throwing down, so I don't understand why Martell done skipped out and then went over there with the popsicles and potted meat. And you got a whole roast at the house. I don't get that. I don't get that. I mean, I'd rather have some pot roast over a popsicle any day. But go off, sir. Go off. Go off. Go all the way off, Martell. But thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Aunt Ann, and any other content creator that joined our live today. I appreciate it. If you did not subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and do that. Also, please hit that like button if you did not hit the like button as of yet, okay? Like I said again, I will try to pop in on you guys later on today for another live so that we can, hey, keep all this juicy tea out there, okay? It's always something to talk about, honey. And Caramel is going to always dig and give you guys that tea. All right. Love you guys. Goodbye.